This is radioonfire.com. Breaking urban news now. I go by the name of Don McKay. Let's get the live stream going. And so of course, thank you for joining me. I'm here every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, 8 p.m. radioonfire.com. And of course, rebroadcast available also at radioonfire.com. The Priceless Gown Project is a unique and free shopping experience created 12 years ago in Baltimore in an effort to help girls attend their proms who would not normally or ordinarily be able to finance the experience on their own. So high school juniors and seniors from Maryland and DC are eligible to attend the Priceless Gown event. We'll be streaming live from here, and this is Saturday, March the 26th, 2016, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Baltimore's Inner Harbor Marriott Camden Yards, downtown Baltimore, 110 North Utah Street. For more info, contact 443-296-2075. That's my sister's birthday, by the way, but I'll still be there because she lives in New Jersey, and of course, I'm not going to New Jersey. So, also, our birthday bash, Radio on Fire's birthday bash 2016, is Saturday, April the 2nd from 1 to 4. We're going to have a special live broadcast in Mondawmin Mall. Okay. So for people who want to have more information on that, like us on Instagram, Facebook, so we can keep you updated on all the details for that. All right, so we got all that out of the way. Couple stories I want to touch on. And so here in Baltimore, there's always something. It's always something. All right, so it appears that there's some footage floating around of a school officer. We're gonna call him a school officer, school police officer. Okay. Who was slapping and kicking a young man. I guess like a student age kind of deal. Yes. City officials said that the district got word of the incident late Tuesday afternoon, along with a copy of the cell phone video. So this video has been floating around, and officials say that the incident took place sometime Tuesday morning at the Reach Partnership School, which is located in the old Lake Clifton School complex. Where is this? East Baltimore. Now, Baltimore City Police say that the officer is not a city police officer, so they want to put that out there. He does not work for us. All right. Now, the officer is a member of the Baltimore City Schools Police Department. All right. Oh my. All right. So now, if you say that fast 2 times, you might get confused. So you have Baltimore City Police Department, and then you have Baltimore City Schools Police Department.
Right. And I had to learn that the hard way, that they are two different entities.
Okay. Yeah, and that's what they're saying. So the Baltimore City School Police Union president, Clyde Boatwright, would not release the officer's name, but he did say that he met with the officer shortly after the video was made public, and he added that the officer is still employed. Now, I wonder if the Baltimore City School Police Union is going to go hard like the
Baltimore City.
Yeah, like, how they go in. I don't know. But he said this is the early stages of investigation, and he looked forward to a full and complete investigation. And at this point, they're waiting to see the results. School officials did not provide any information about the officer's status. They did not confirm if the young man in the video is a student at the school. There's been a lot of different things floating around online as to whether some people saying he's a student, it wasn't a student, and all of that. Now, the officer did appear to be armed in the video. Now, patrol officers can carry weapons in school, but school-based officers cannot. So I don't know. So it's just very, very interesting. Now, okay. All right. So, people are quick to judge and jump to conclusions here. We don't know when the video started. We don't know what took place before the video started or brought on anything. Like, we don't know anything. Have you seen the video at all?
I have not, but I did hear about it on the the news this morning, either
Right.
the news or the radio station.
Right.
this
Right.
morning.
Yeah. So they're talking about it, and so it's real early to get, you know. Let's say that the young adult was trespassing.
Right.
Let's say he didn't go to that school,
Right.
and he gets roughed up.
Okay.
Is that a bad thing?
No, it's not a bad thing.
Okay, so he's alive, obviously.
Yes, he is alive.
He wasn't shot.
He was not shot.
And the guy was armed. So
yes.
he exercised some restraint.
Yes, he did.
And that's good. So
that is good.
I don't want to pass judgment on it. It's too early. I don't have enough information. But I definitely wanted to put it out there, and I'm sure we'll revisit this at some point in time.
Right. Yeah.
Definitely let me know your thoughts. Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at The Diamond K Show. Also at Radio on Fire on Instagram, Facebook, and on Twitter, The Radio on Fire.
Mm-hmm.
So I also want to get into this story. Now, Baltimore Ravens quarterback, infamous quarterback, Joe Flacco.
Hey, Joe.
Remember him? He's agreed on a restructured contract. It is being reported now. NFL.com is reporting this, and various other sites are reporting this. Now, the new deal includes a 3-year extension, which will keep Flacco under the team control through 2021, and includes a $40 million signing bonus.
Oh,
now, the Ravens held a press conference today at 2 p.m. With Ozzie, the coach, Flacco, at the Under Armour Performance Center in Owens Mills. Now, Flacco's 31 years old, and he would account for $28.6 million salary cap hit without the restructured deal. Now, Flacco is the MVP of the Super Bowl that they won.
Right.
Played 10 games last season before tearing his ACL. Before that, Flacco had not missed a start since his debut. Way back in the day. But the deal will also, most importantly for Ravens fans, will open a significant amount of cap space for the Ravens to head into free agency. And this softens the blow of the team putting the franchise tag on kicker Justin Tucker. All right, so I'm glad he restructured the deal. There was a lot of talk that was going to happen, hadn't happened yet, maybe never happened. My father said the Flacco was shook and wasn't ever going to come back. He said it wasn't really that hurt. I said, he's never torn his ACL before, as I have not. But, it just you just can tell. I've seen a lot of wrestling injuries, a lot of boxing and MMA injuries, and it's just one of those things. Sometimes, and you can kind of, I guess my father was saying that when the injury happened, when he thought the injury happened, he seemed like he continued to play a little bit or walk, and he didn't seem like he was that bad. But evidently, he is in bad shape. So, but he's had time to recover, and he'll be back. It appears he'll be back, and he'll be back for a while.
Right.
What are your thoughts on Joe Flacco?
Oh, Joe. Let me just say that as a female, I am a Ravens fan.
Okay.
As my son puts it, I turn into the dad during football season.
Okay.
Shout out to me. I like Flacco. There are times that I'm yelling at him at the screen because I want him to move and not get stuck in that same stance. He's not as mobile as I'd like him to be at times. But overall, I think he's a good quarterback. I was gonna ask you what did that mean, but through the restructuring of it, because what I'm thinking now that I heard the reason as to why they're doing this, I wish this was done at the time when we had won the Super Bowl, and that next year when we let go of all of those good people because we gave him so much money, we could have still had Anquan. We could have still had what was the other child's name? Tory.
Yeah.
So we let go of some good people because we didn't have enough money to go around. So
yeah, and these things happen, and the players that you mentioned, while I was definitely sad to see them go, at this point in time, they're it's too far. It's too much time. Now, but I agree. I really wish that we could have done things differently. Now,
right.
Ozzie, who handles those type of things is supposed to be like the best in the business.
Well,
And sometimes it plays out, sometimes it doesn't.
Right.
We'll see how good he is this year.
Right.
So we'll really be able to get the full scope of things now.
Right.
If we have another losing season,
right,
heads are gonna roll. I think.
I definitely think
this is
so.
a tough town here.
Yeah,
I saw the Wu-Tang Clan get booed off the stage at the Paradox before their video hit, and then when they came back after the video hit, it was all good.
Right.
But right now the video hasn't hit, and the crowd is ready to boo.
Right.
But
they're
definitely
they stand there like that.
Right. Let me know your thoughts. Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at the Diamond K Show. Radio on Fire on Instagram and Facebook, and Twitter is the Radio on Fire. Now, Super Tuesday happened.
Yes,
you know what that is. So they have 12 states that are voting. And, I put it out there on Twitter at the beginning of the day, yesterday, Tuesday, that this was the result of Super Tuesday was going to be Hillary Clinton versus Donald Trump. And I said that in the end, that means a Hillary Clinton victory.
Right.
So some people had some stuff to say on Twitter, and Bernie Sanders fans, and that and that kind of stuff. And so it went back and forth a little bit, but ultimately Donald Trump cleaned up like 7 states, and Hillary did her thing in like 5. It's still too soon to call it. So they have a couple of other big states that are going to be doing their voting, and then you'll really be able to get the thing. But something very interesting is happening, and that is that the Republican Party, one thing I like about Donald Trump, and I like a lot of things about Donald Trump, but one thing I like about Donald Trump is that he has exposed the Republican Party, Democratic Party as well, but he's exposed the corruption in politics by saying, I participated in it. I paid you. I gave money to you. I get along. He's kind of he's saying stuff that the Republican, the old school people that's kind of wheeling and dealing behind the scenes, like, what is he saying? Cut his mic off. Like, they're saying that, and he doesn't care. And clearly he's not a puppet. He doesn't care about, being cool with them. And that's a problem. Right. They want somebody they can control, like Rubio. Rubio, he's young. He's like 40, mid 40s, and might be 44, 45. And, so I guess young, good looking guy. So they're thinking maybe this would be the one. Right. So now they have him trying to attack Trump, and they have Cruz trying to attack Trump, who I really don't like Cruz. I don't like any of them, really. But you got to have somebody on that side. And I think because they slept on Donald Trump, he came up. Wow. And by the time they realized what happened, it was too late. Now he's here. I posted this video that was I was shocked. There is these 2 black ladies. I don't know if you've seen it. And I think it's probably from like December or something. There's these 2 black ladies, and they're on stage with Donald Trump. Maybe it's January-ish, but they're on stage with Donald Trump. It seems like they're in South Carolina, if I remember correctly, and they're supporting him, and they're talking about how, they got his vote, they're endorsing him, and he's like some hood black girls, right? Oh, no. And so they both have microphones, so they're on it. So he's on the podium, right? Okay. And so he's telling people his supporters bring up the next group of people. So these 2 ladies come up and they're talking. And the girl, so these are kind of like Southern, bacon pie type, but they hood though. Oh, and so both of them have mics. One's at his podium, the other one has a handheld mic standing beside her. And so ladies like, oh my God, Donald J. We voted for Donald J. Trump. And the girl's like, yeah, we voted for Donald J. Trump. And then so she's like, he's going to build that wall. Yeah, he's going to build that wall. And the wall he wants to build for Mexico, to block out Mexico. He's going to build that wall. Yeah, he's going to build that wall. And he's going to protect us all. Yeah, he's going to protect us all. So she's just the amen section. So she's just Flavor Flav. And just everything she says, the other girl's parroting everything she says, right? She's the hype lady. And so she's just saying that build a wall, protect us all. He's going to keep us safe. You know, black people got to rhyme all the time. And so it's so disturbing. And so his face, like, why he's surprised that they're saying it. I can't believe he's saying it. He can't believe that they're saying it. And they look, it's cooning and buffooning at its worst. At its worst. Okay, because these ladies couldn't tap dance or anything. It's not at its best. They didn't have any rhythm, but it's horrible. It's terrible. And it was really disturbing because these ladies are misguided. I couldn't believe that they were saying the things that they were saying. And if they got their wish and Donald Trump became the president, they would regret that big time.
They probably regret it now. They looking back on it.
Well, I'm considering that's on Facebook. I'm sure that they're on Facebook. They may regret it that way. But I don't know. Yeah, I think it's too soon for them to regret it. And I think a lot of things that's going to happen with the what's going to happen at the convention, the Republican convention. Mm-hmm. This is going to be amazing. It's going to be so entertaining because you have some people who don't like Donald Trump, mm-hmm. right? And then you have some people who like him, mm-hmm. and they're going to be at this convention, and I think a fight's going to break out. Oh, no. And it's going to be amazing, and I can't wait. Wish I could be there. It is going to be crazy because something's going to happen. Something's going to happen. I think they're going to try to take him out. Sorry, I do. That never occurred to you? No. That's like the last. That's like if they can't do anything else, then they may just try to do that. I think that he really needs to step up his security detail just to be on the safe side. But so you had a lot of winners and losers. To me, it's third place losing.
Yes.
In a 5-person race.
Yes.
I agree.
Yes.
Rubio is in third place. He won one state the whole time that he's been like this whole,
And which state is that?
Minnesota.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think he's going to lose his home state. Wow. So he's a senator. He's a first-time senator. He hasn't been around that long. He's in Florida. Mm-hmm. Florida is where he is. So of course, I have to renounce my candidacy. I got to drop out of that in order to run for president. So that means he don't have that job.
Oh no.
And he's going to lose this. He only won one state. You know what I mean? And so he's on a fast track to lose. Now, if you lose your home state, you're in real bad shape.
Of course.
O'Malley would have lost this state, I think. That's why he said, you know what? Forget it.
I liked him a little bit.
You liked O'Malley?
I did.
Why? You're from Baltimore?
Originally.
You were here when O'Malley was the mayor? And the governor?
Yes. But sadly to report,
you don't remember.
I don't remember.
Well, let me refresh. Let me refresh.
No,
your memory.
I remember when he was in office, and
let me refresh your memory about Martin O'Malley. Some of the problems that we have in this city that were the result that these were the result of the riots. A lot of the problems with the police that we have
is because
come from the policies of Martin O'Malley.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. And he just went on to the governorship, and he didn't do a good job, in my opinion. Okay. I did not vote for Martin O'Malley. So let me say that. Okay. But he couldn't carry this state at all. Clearly, because if he could have carried the state, he would have helped out his lieutenant governor when he was running for governor, and just I don't know. I don't think Martin O'Malley could be PTA president at this point in time.
Oh my gosh! Did you just say?
Yeah, I don't think. I don't think he'd be a PTA president. I think he would lose that race too. Because there's some mothers out there that's getting it.
Oh my God!
We kick Martin O'Malley's ass. But another loser. So aside from, and I don't want to call them losers, but I want to say it's time to drop out of the race. Okay. Now Rubio, he's being funded by the big wigs in the Republican Party.
Okay.
So they're going to just throw a whole bunch of money. Right. If he loses his home state, I think they're going to probably wrap it up. Yeah, I think they'll probably wrap it up then.
So do you think that these big wigs are doing this because of Trump?
Oh, absolutely. Okay. The head of the RNC said that even if Trump gets the most votes, we're still not going to back him. because he's bad for the country, and this is about our party. And so, but based on the rules, and the interviewer said, wait, no, based on the rules, if he gets the most votes and gets the most delegates, then you have to. And he's like, so that they're gonna try some shady stuff, I think, and so it's going to be very interesting.
It's going to be like I demand a recount.
Never in history, no, it's not going to be like that because he's going to have won. He's going to come there with everything that he should be the winner, and they're going to be like, because they can't control him. He's wild. He's toning it down some. So he had Chris Christie. Do you know who Chris Christie is?
I do.
He's the governor of New Jersey. So the people in New Jersey, so they're looking at him as a sellout. So he was talking crazy about Trump. He dropped out of the race.
Right.
Now he's the sidekick.
Right.
So what he did is that when he gave his speech yesterday, his victory speech, he got him behind him. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you got him, Donald. You got him. Yeah.
And people asked him, what was he endorsing him or not? He didn't say.
Oh no, he endorsed him. He endorsed him a couple days ago, and he looks crazy. Now he was saying that he wasn't going to take any job.
Right, the job.
Yeah. But clearly he did take a job.
I've been a sidekick.
He is the bootlicker, and it's a good job if you don't have a job, right? Wow. But he already has a job. And so he's neglecting his job to be the bootlicker. And I just, to me, it clearly shows that he's got a spot in the cabinet if Trump gets elected because, you know what I mean? His tongue was dry because he was licking some boots. Okay. Ben Carson, Ben Carson was here yesterday. Don't know why.
Oh, shout out to Ben.
Don't know why he was here.
Well, he's from here, so he can come.
But why is he here, though?
He was probably at John Hopkins. I don't know.
Yeah, so Ben Carson was here, and he was hosting an event in Baltimore. Why are you hosting an event in Baltimore? You should be out licking boots. I mean, you need to be, how you going to let Chris Christie take your boot job? Oh, wow. I mean, I think he needs to drop out of the race. And there's a Republican debate tomorrow. He said he won't attend that debate, which is in Detroit, my father's hometown. And also it is actually Carson's hometown, but he said that he won't be able to be there because he's doing something else. Now he says I don't see a political path forward in the light of last night's results because I think he got 3 delegates.
Okay.
Now I know what you're saying. 3 delegates is better than none, right? Okay, so Trump has got 319. Now, when you put those two numbers together,
you really should go home.
It's time to go home. It's time to go home.
You even make double digits.
Yes. So, of course, we know he's a former neurosurgeon. Now, a couple months ago, he was leading in the polls.
Right.
But, Trump turned it up. And so one of the big problems with Carson is that he has no experience or knowledge or even a grasp of foreign policy. And to be the president, you have to understand how the world works, who are the players in the world, who has missiles, who doesn't, who has money, who doesn't, who's our friends, who's our foes, where's the resurgence and where, all that kind of stuff. He doesn't have any knowledge of that. He's a neurosurgeon. If you want your foreign policy, you do not go to Ben Carson. Yeah. If you need brain surgery, you go to Ben Carson.
You need to see him immediately.
Yes. And so that's it. That's my thoughts on that. But, so Texas seems like that was a big deal. Cruz won that. That was his hometown. So he's talking mucho trash. I just don't like him. I don't trust him. He looks slimy. He looks greasy. It's just, I don't know.
Slimy and greasy. Okay.
He looks slimy and greasy.
And greasy. Okay.
And greasy. He looks like, how Jerry Curls had Jerry Curl juice, right? Yeah. And that's fine. My grandmother had Jerry Curl. But Cruz looks like he puts Crisco oil in his head. Now, that's a different kind of grease than Jerry Curl grease.
Yeah, because at least Jerry Curl juice evaporates.
Lard, yes, he's lard. Like, do you remember back in the day? This is when we were living real unhealthy. So we used to, we would cook stuff like French fries, and you would save the grease on a little silver thing and put it on your stove.
Yeah.
What were we doing? That's why people were dying.
Yeah, because you're not supposed to use it.
Crazy. We used to pour the grease back in there.
Pour it back in. Except for the fish grease. You can't use the fish grease again. But
because you know that kind of stuff is in the bottom. Like, oh.
Yeah. And then it would like
it's horrible.
Turn into that white.
And that was and I remember when we finally stopped using the grease. And so I used to be like, Dad, we need to get some vegetable oil. That's it. We ain't doing that. We got grease on top of the stove. And but when you were, try to scoop that grease out, if you think about it, that's how it was in your body, in your arteries. That's fucking crazy. Disgusting. That's why your arteries are clogged up.
Right.
Jesus.
And you can't put it down the drain. If you can't
put it down the drain, you gotta throw it out, but you can put it in your body. Your body, just put some Drano in your body. See what happens to that. Wow. All right. So Carson, you need to chill. Kasich, you need to chill. Wrap it up. Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton is going to be a tough race. If I'm advising Hillary, right?
Okay.
I'm saying I think that we need to make Bernie our vice president.
Okay. Do you think he would? Do you think he would?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I do. She wouldn't like it. She'd be kicking and screaming.
Yeah.
But I mean, what are you going to do? Who are you going to get?
Right.
You can't get Bill. You really would like Bill. And I think some people would like Bill. Some people wouldn't.
I would not. I love Bill. Don't get me wrong.
That's what Monica said.
He's awesome. But I don't.
That's what Monica said.
Yeah. I don't like him for her vice president.
Yeah.
That was like over my head.
Yeah, I see. That's why I said it twice. Let us know your thoughts. Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at The Diamond K Show. RadioFire.com. Radio on Fire and The Radio Fire on Twitter. Last story I want to get into, Tidal. Are you familiar with Tidal?
Yes. Is that the music production company? No, tell me.
All right, so
like the equivalent to like Def Jams or something?
That's interesting. That's an interesting concept. So Tidal is more like Apple Music or Spotify.
Oh, okay.
So it's a streaming music service that Jay-Z is the owner in, and so they've been firing a lot of people.
Oh my!
Now, so their CFO Chris Hart, some dude, he got fired, and their COO he just got fired.
Oh my goodness!
Now, so they said this via statement. Now they did say this. Now, as Tidal has grown into a global operation serving 46 countries, we have moved our accounting and operations team to New York, while our technology team and key support staff remain in Oslo. All right, so Jay-Z acquired this company in 2015. Now, it's a Norwegian music streaming service. He got it for $56 million. And a number of high-level executives have been let go. Now, to me, that makes sense. You got this company. We got to trim some of this fat.
Oh, okay.
Bought it for $56 million. We need to turn a profit. So that means a lot of these big payday people that just sit in the office somewhere in a corner office,
not doing anything.
Y'all got to go because we got to trim some of this fat. Now, the CEO was shown the door in April.
Nice.
And amid the company streamlining, and so they're slimming things up.
They're not playing. Like they went straight to the head. Like,
now, right, and his replacement only lasted 2 months, and then he was gone.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, and the U.S. sales and marketing manager, he's gone. Senior vice president of artist relations, she's gone, and the chief investment officer is also gone. Now, to me, these are just completely meaningless titles. This is a digital company. Why we need all these damn people? All right.
Right.
Now, they have been struggling, as you can see. They've been struggling to bring new subscribers. So here's the business model. You pay a monthly fee,
right,
and we let you stream music.
Right.
If you're one of our members. That's it. That's the business model.
Right.
So in order for you to do that, what would it take to make you pay money, a monthly fee, to stream music from them? What would it take to make you sign up?
I would definitely have to look into what were the perks. Okay, so I would say,
So like catalog, like what songs do they have?
yeah, what songs do they have? How accessible it is.
Okay. What device you can use
Yeah,
to
what can
use?
I
Okay.
use? How fast can I get it?
How much?
How much? Of course, how much?
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. And also one thing that you're leaving out, maybe it could fall under perks, would be exclusives. Why you over somebody else?
Sure.
Why am I spending my money
Right,
here
sure.
with, title?
Right.
And the field is crowded. Like I said, you have Apple Music. They launched their streaming service, which of course is Apple, and that's like one of the biggest companies in the world. Spotify, they have their company, and there are other places like that. So you want to have exclusives that would make you sign up. So Kanye West's February release, which was a title exclusive,
okay,
which was called The Life of Pablo, which has been a hit.
That's what I've heard.
Okay. I haven't. I like it. I let Greg listen to it. He didn't like it. He said, eh. Lacey heard it. She was like, eh. That was random. Now, but here's the thing. I like it.
You like it.
I like it.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So whatever. But here's the thing. So Kanye West album,
okay,
since it came out, subscribers have more than doubled.
Wow.
Now they just had 1 million subscribers.
Okay.
Before the release of Kanye's album. Now, when this title exclusive album comes out,
okay,
Life of Pablo, subscribers double. So they're over 2 million now since it's been released.
So then they need to do some more exclusives.
So I think the secret is exclusives. Yeah. You need to have exclusive releases for title.
Right.
And if it's stuff that people like, so if you sign up, then you get it.
Right.
You get to stream it for free.
Awesome.
Well, technically it's not free because you're a subscriber, but it's free for our subscribers.
Right.
So there it is. Samsung reportedly has been in talks with Jay-Z about possibly buying Tidal. So we'll see how he has a good relationship with Samsung. His last album was streamed with Samsung, so that'll be interesting. Did you get his album, his last album that streamed with Samsung and people's apps were crashing and all that kind of stuff? You didn't do that. Okay.
I did not.
You had a different phone then. Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, so we'll be back tomorrow, 8 p.m. Yes. And I'll be talking a little bit about the news of the day and some other things. We're going to talk a little bit more about Birthday Bash also. And some other things that we have coming up here at Radio on Fire. Anything you want to say before we close it out?
No.
Okay.
Thanks for allowing me to party.
Wonderful. Okay, of course, as always, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at The Diamond K Show. Also, I definitely want to encourage you to visit DwayneForBaltimore.com, DKForCityCouncil.com. I am running for City Council. Yes. I need everybody's support here in Baltimore. Yes. So I posted this earlier, right? And so it's instead of locking our children up, why not invest in their education?
Why not?
Why not? That's all I'm saying. Yeah. And I'll talk more about it. But DwayneForBaltimore.com, DKForCityCouncil.com. April the 26th, Baltimore. That's when our primaries go down.
Yes.
So we need everybody to come out and vote. I'm really tired of people not understanding this process.
Right.
And I know I said I'm going to stop, but I'm going to say just one thing.
Okay.
If we have people that vote, and it's just a small percentage of the population that votes.
Right.
But because a lot of people think that their vote doesn't matter, this small percentage of the population is making decisions that affect everybody. That give us people like our current governor, because only a small percentage of people voted. And I think that we could have done something different if more people participated.
This is true.
So you have to participate in the process in order for things to change. That's why we want young people to participate and young adults, people that are a little bit older, people my age, people my parents' age, people my grandparents' age. We need everybody to participate.
Right.
And that's what it is. We need to get rec centers open. There are no rec centers. Where are they at? Or the buildings are there, but it's just, you know what I mean?
Right.
We got to figure this out. And I have some ideas. Now they're different, but I definitely have some ideas about it. Education. We got to get this tight. It is really sad.
Yes.
It's a sad state of affairs.
It is.
And we got to do better. So we need to stop electing the same people. We got the same usual suspects.
Mm-hmm.
It's time to do something different.
We got to do something different.
We cannot have people in office making decisions that are not even comfortable sending emails. Mm-hmm. When they're that out of touch with things, it's time to keep it moving.com.
Right.
That's another website, not mine.
Oh.
But you know what I mean. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So I just wanted to say that. And, I'll talk a little bit more tomorrow. We're going to have the Republican debates tomorrow, and I'm going to be more on some political stuff tomorrow. But I wanted to say that. All right. You can go. Thank you. Thank you, Lisa.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you, Easter Bunny.
The Easter Bunny? Oh.
He's not here yet.
Oh, my goodness. All right.